Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Toei X Mihoyo podcast, and I'm here with my group, and Jimmy's group. So,
Hello. For this, we have a collaboration between the Mihoyo and the Toei animation group.
and to start, I'm going to start streaming the game to you guys. So, here we go. Please tune in while we talk about Genshin and games in general. And Mihoyo. Well, why Genshin? Well, Genshin Impact is the most popular game from Mihoyo right now, and I and Jimmy are avid players of the game. We play every day.
Hmm.
So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna invite Jimmy to my world. So Jimmy, come
Just a
join.
moment, but it's not only Genshin Impact. Honkai Impact is still popular till today.
Yeah, true.
Like
And
Honkai Impact is Genshin. Wait, it's Mihoyo's like other games.
yan
If
yung
you
ano
know.
eh, yan yung na ano eh. That was a game that first became popular in the public. I remember my friends talking about it, and I've seen a lot of ads about it before Genshin came out.
Yeah, I think like starting 2022, 2021, like there's a lot of ad in Honkai Impact. Like if you binge like Genshin Impact, you'll see a lot of Honkai Impact ads.
Oh yeah, the latest one I saw was Alicia, one of the latest characters in the banner.
And also it's like a good concept wherein they have their popular game have a collaboration with their other games just to like bring the fame of their old game.
Mm-mm. True, and there's even gonna be a sequel. Well, spin-off
Also,
actually for Honkai Third Impact Third, which is gonna be Star Rail. So it's gonna be like Genshin, but in the Honkai world. Pretty cool. Okay, Jimmy is now gonna come to my world, and we're gonna do our daily stuff and
you
dungeons.
can go ask us like questions for like what is Mihoyo, since I think some of us don't know what's Mihoyo about.
You guys know Mihoyo company mismo?
All I know is that they're like a Chinese company. Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah, they're a
Chinese
Chinese
game
company.
development company.
Oh,
I see.
and also that Mihoyo is also not affiliated with Tencent. If you guys know what Tencent is, it's the largest Chinese game developer company in China. Yeah, and they also own a lot of stocks in many different American companies like Ubisoft, EA, and whatnot. And they own 100% of Riot Games.
Yeah, they own the game. Um, all of the funding and the revenues are directed to them. But are they like connected to the government or something? Like
Well,
the
Mihoyo
government.
Tencent, from what I know, yes, but Mihoyo, no. They just have to follow the rules of the CCP, which is a problem. Which is a problem for Genshin in their other games because they have to limit what they can put. For example, suggestive outfits or certain content pertaining to certain events like Taiwan. Even okay, let me just show you guys here. If I talk to Jimmy right now, if I type this particular country north of us, it's censored. So there's that. Or if I type this, it's censored. It's very
Yeah.
there's really
So
weird
do
censorship.
you know what's rated? What is this rated game on? Like, is it rated 13 or 18?
Rated plus it's rated teen in America in the US. It's rated plus 12 Peggy in PAL. And in Asia, I think also teen, yeah. So it's targeted towards mostly a teen audience and above.
Oh,
Hello, hello.
Yo,
So, a
what's up?
question for Mix and Jimmy and the rest of the group. So, other than Genshin or Honkai, do you play other video games?
I do. Like, my favorite game right now is Epic 7. which is a Korean game, but because it's like anime, it has like anime theme. That's why I
Um,
enjoy it.
I heard it's also a
oh,
gacha game
really?
like it's also a gacha game like Genshin. And for me naman, Migs, my other favorite games would be well, for one, I'm a really big fan of racing games, so Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec is definitely my one of my favorite games. Genshin, oh, other than Genshin pala. GTA 4, Grand Theft Auto 4 is also one of my favorite games. And Red Dead Redemption 2. Both of those games are from Rockstar Games, and I really like their games. I also remember mentioning in Manpria that the biggest export of the UK was Grand Theft Auto, and that fact is really blew my mind because I grew up with the Grand Theft Auto games. They were amazing, and
Wait,
to this day they are.
so in short, you're a gangster.
No,
You started with Grand Theft Auto.
nah, dude, I started
So
with Vice
Grand Theft
City.
Auto has rated R, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it's more like I watched my brother play the game. I watched my brother play Vice City, and then occasionally I get the controller, and since I was a little wee kid, all I did was just follow the traffic rules, not kill
The word
anybody.
the word occasionally has a quotation mark in it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, I already started playing GTA when I was like 12.
Same. I was around that age also. I'd make my mom buy them at like Data Bliss because I wasn't allowed to buy them yet.
You played around 12? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I've played like the whole series of GTA, even like the ones in the PSP, like Chinatown.
Vice City Stories and Liberty City too.
Yeah, I've played everything, like the PS2 also. Those are like
I
my
played
go-to
this.
games as a kid.
Oh man, if only Rockstar still cared about it as much as
No,
they did
isn't there?
before.
Aren't there like teasers now about the GTA 6?
Puro fake
Like
eh. It's
rumors.
mostly
Yeah,
fake.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Um,
Oh,
I played unlicensed version. Like since as a kid, I don't really know how to like buy the game.
like you pirated them.
Or
Who
bootleg.
doesn't? Who doesn't pirate
Yeah.
first?
Dito naman, kasi naman dito sa Pilipinas, a lot of access is it's hard to get access. It used to be hard to get access to original games. I remember before nung sa Las Piñas pa kami, we were mostly getting games from Value Point, and di naman original yung mga games dyan. Yeah, but still good times. It brought me to a lot of good games. How
So
about the others?
what other
At
games do you
ikaw?
still enjoy?
Hmm?
Wait, I don't know if you guys have played this. Like, do you guys even play Pokemon?
Of
Like
course.
the original games?
Yes.
I never had that phase like on the DS like as a kid.
Like DS, Game Boy Advance, like those Game Boy
No,
Colors.
I
Oh,
never
which
had the
one?
Pokemon phase.
Oh,
I only played my first game is Pearl on DS.
okay. We already know he's a rich kid. Oh,
Hey.
mine is just Emerald.
I just pirated them on like an emulator.
Yeah,
Same. Sa phone lang. Download and
Yeah,
just a
emulator.
yung mga
pirate.
ganun lang.
I had the one on the DS. And
Who is that? Sorry? Is that you, Kat?
yes.
Oh my god, DS.
I was more of a I was a Sony kid growing up.
Oh,
So
Sony.
every
Oh,
game on like the
yes, really
PlayStation
like that.
series.
Sorry.
Me too. Me too. I
Yeah.
grew up with Sony. I never had an Xbox. My first Nintendo console, other than the DS, was the Wii. Pretty much Sony din ako.
I just
That,
play Wii Sport every day.
Dude, Wii Sports. Oh my gosh.
That's the
The
only
boxing
console
game
that is
there.
allowed.
yeah, tsaka yung bowling.
Uh, Tsaka may parang sword game eh.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
like
Meron
Wii
din
Sport.
yung boxing. Nilalaro namin yun noon the whole time.
That
Tsaka
was fun.
And
baseball.
I feel like there's a lot of controller that went missing, broken, and replaced already.
Tinapon yung mga controller.
Who does it?
Or tinapon by accident when they, The moment you're hitting the ball in baseball and then suddenly you accidentally throw it because you weren't wearing the strap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
exactly, man.
Migs,
so.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Yes.
could you give us a tour on how we could play Genshin?
Oh yeah.
Anything to show
Guys.
us? Explore the
Yeah, and
world?
also like, what are your daily quests today?
All right.
Yeah.
I
All
think we
right.
should introduce like what is like how did Mihoyo's getting revenue. So to start off, Migs, we know that Genshin Impact is a free game, right? How do
Yep.
they earn revenue?
Here, this is how they make money. You see this? These are the gacha banners. Currently, we have the gacha banner for Arotaki Ito, the newest character. And as you can see, he's a very buff dude, and he has a big club. And alongside him, you can also get these three characters. So Shangling, she holds a pole arm. Goro, he's like a dog, and Barbara, the idol of Mondstadt. So how do they make money with this? Well,
I think you should
there's a really
explain.
complicated system, but basically you
I
need
think
to
you should
save up.
explain what's gacha first. I think you should explain what is gacha.
Okay,
The whole
so
gacha.
oh my god, this is a bit complicated, but let's do it. Well, gotcha. It's pretty much you're rolling the dice for new characters in the
So
simplest terms.
it has a random number generated on if you can get it or not. It's like how Japanese invented, like, do you know those spinning capsule where you can get random stuff
Oh
and
yeah,
Like
I when I
loot
was in
boxes.
Japan, I rolled on those too, and I barely got the characters I wanted.
so it's like a rolling a dice and getting a number you wanted.
mm.
And
And
you still keep rolling, but the rolling has a cost in it and it's money.
lots of
So is it the
money.
same as like loot boxes in games like Overwatch or like the
Yeah,
cases in
it's like a
CS?
loot box. Wherein the common chest you'll get this item, but the best chest, the highest tier chest, let's just say gold chest, you want those item, but those are locked by paid. It's like those, like you're essentially paying the money to get better item.
But in the case of gacha games like Genshin has a guarantee system. So like every 10 rolls you do in a banner, you get one character or weapon. So like let me
It
just
just
show you
give
the
us hope.
details.
It just give us hope.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see these, there's like a ton of percentages, but basically, every 10 rolls you get one 4-star fight or higher item, and to get the main character, this 5-star character, Arataki Ito, you actually need 180 rolls,
I think
but
like it's hard to explain like the whole game, like counter like the wish counts.
yeah, the
So for
pity
that,
thing.
it's
Mm-mm,
best to explain like Mihoyo has like different gacha game. Honkai Impact third is a gacha game,
mm-mm,
and this other game, Heart of Themis,
mm-mm.
I never played it, but my friends play it, and it's also a gacha.
Otome game, Otome
Like
gacha game.
the concept of gacha, I think it's invented. Is it Japan or China? Because I'm not sure.
Got a lot of gacha games are coming from both actually. In Japan, for a time the most popular gacha game was Fate Grand Order, and they generated tons of money on that, like millions of dollars. Grabe.
Yeah.
Before
Because of
Genshin became a thing.
that, like the fame of like gacha, like there's a lot of gacha, even like in Philippines. There are games that have gacha in it. I forgot what are the games.
Does
Can you
Axie
give us?
Infinity count? I never played Axie Infinity, but I heard it's like for crypto mining.
No, Axie doesn't use a gacha system.
The concept of gacha like has been popular in the gaming community, in the gaming development.
Yeah,
That's how.
because Asia makes so much money from that. Like China, like the ones you said, China, Japan, even Korea, like they're super into those systems and
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
and
guys,
just for
I mean,
just for
it's
context, this character on the first day generated $5 million for Mihoyo in China, in the
Like
Chinese
on the
mobile market
release.
alone. Yeah, on release, Chinese mobile market alone, 5 million US dollars. Simply because, for one, okay, she's an attractive character. She's very strong. She's the electro goddess, and she also pulls a sword out of her boobs. No joke.
Demonetize much?
Well, it's true. It's true though. I didn't say an illegal word, but
So is it
this
rated
skill is
13
exactly.
or 18?
Huh? Again?
Rated 13 or 18? Of
Still rated
how
teen. Still rated teen. Let me just demonstrate. Why did people pull for this character? Um,
your burst. Do your burst.
yeah, this. Okay, guys, are you guys ready for this? This is why people pull for her. One, two, three. Yeah, you see that for a split second. That's exactly why. That's what Mihoyo does. They make their characters very appealing to their audience, and they give them incentives to pull for the characters. If they don't have enough in-game currency, proceed to go to the shop
Yeah.
and buy crystals. See,
Another thing that attracts the like audience is the exploration part, wherein like the music, the story, and the what to call this, the motion are so smooth. Like you can show it, Migs.
here, let me just do Raiden Shogun's 5 attacks really slowly.
Wait, so you guys would you guys consider Genshin as a pay to play game? Like pay to win?
No,
No, actually, no. Contrary to popular belief outside of the Genshin fan base, you can actually complete this game. You can actually play through the whole game with the free characters. Let me just show you who these free characters are. First is the Traveler. I picked Lumine. And let me see. The first two characters you get are Lumine and Amber. I have Amber at level 80, and she's considered to be a quote unquote bad character. But I brought her to level 80 and I upgraded all of her stuff
wait.
to a high level.
Let's show all our characters.
Yes.
Migs. Wait, where's Lisa?
I have a question.
Yes.
How much does it normally cost to like buy a character?
Well, with the in-game currency can also be obtained when you do quests and you do quests, do your daily quests and explore.
I think I have
So,
something to say about that too.
ano yan, Jimmy?
I think I have something to say about like gacha. In the
Okay.
gacha thing, there's like a welfare period, or in if you finish like content in the story, you can get like something to roll on. That's the welfare. The Mihoyo is being generous to give you free summon, but in my end and in Mig's end, we are in the late game. That means it's hard for us to get the character we want, and we want a lot of characters.
But you don't have
So
to
it's like,
actually. But you don't have to. It's really I know you get characters because you like them or you want to play them their unique gameplay because every single character is unique gameplay. So for example, the starter character Amber, she can throw this, you can throw a Baron Bunny, and it can taunt nearby
oh,
enemies and it will
hold on.
explode. It's
This is
also she's my favorite.
this is an RPG. Amber is a bow character with the fire element, and Kaya is a sword character with the freeze element, and Lisa is a bow. It's like a mage with an electro element.
Oh
This
yeah.
game seems like those type of games
Like it's
that
an
you need to spend money
RPG.
to have fun.
Yeah, it's
Like
like to have fun in the beginning, but in a late game, there's the concept of farming. It's like have after you play a fun parable, you have to look a lot of spreadsheet about characters to
Hindi
have.
naman, hindi naman Jimmy. Yan yung pang super hardcore na. To be honest, you really don't have to spend money at all to enjoy. I mean, if you guys look up Mtash, he has an account. It's called F2B God. He never spent any money on that, and he has a lot of good characters. As for my
Depending on like
friends,
your account, you can get like a lot of 5-star like early. Like it depends on like your luck.
Like me,
Basically.
like me. Okay, so here's the story with my account. This is actually my second account. I made it just for laughs and giggles. I wanted to try out the meme. So I rolled on the standard banner. Let me just show the standard banner. You get a lot of free wishes for this actually, because this standard banner is permanent. I get a lot of free wishes for this one, so I was able to roll on my fourth roll in this banner. I got Jean, the character I wanted the most. I got immediately because I was lucky. This one, I even got a skin for her. Let me just show the default skin.
The
So
skin is pay. Like
yeah, this one's paid. But I bought it with the crystals I got from Welkin.
the currency in the game.
Oh yeah, speaking of Welkin, that's also how Mihoyo makes their money. It's
Yeah.
like a monthly subscription that you can get for more currency.
Like a battle pass, but for the
Yeah, it's like about well there's a difference, but it's like bundles. It's like a bundle.
Hmm. Yeah, it's for me. It's a monthly subscription for currency, and then there's also a battle pass that you can buy so that you could get even more materials, more wishes, more primo gems. But all of that's not really necessary.
We shouldn't stay here.
You
Can
can
you
enjoy
guys
the
run
game
like
without.
your quest so that we could see like the difference in the characters?
Yeah, sure.
Mix,
I
Jimmy,
think
can you show us a
the
gameplay?
concept of a fight.
Yes, I showed the gameplay now. Okay, we start with what's this one? Not this one. Maybe this one. Okay, we do this one. Tara, Jimmy.
Yes, who will I use?
Kahit sino. Okay, now we're finally done with the introduction of Mihoyo. That was quite long, but here we go. Who am I gonna use? Okay, I'm gonna use Kuching and
I'm gonna use
yeah, I'll use these two.
the
Oh my god,
character.
we're using the same character. Let's go.
Hey, that's my character.
No man, it's our character.
There's no hours.
This just for some reason keeps closing.
Where are you?
Have you guys
Teleport.
spent money in this game already? For sure, right?
I've spent. I'm not sure about Jimmy though. Jimmy, have you spent?
I like spend some. Like I don't spend as much as this person who
This
has
person?
a skin.
Okay.
Who has a skin? Like check the price of the skin. I want you to go check the price of the skin.
Well, there's only two skins out so far. This is 1680 crystals.
And
If
check
you
the
wanna,
skill.
okay, and if you wanna buy it, it's like
Wow.
it's like 1,000. But instead of doing this directly, I used the Welkin system. I bought a couple of Welkins so that I get my money's worth more. Cause this I get more primo gems over time rather than buying crystals directly. Cause I'm impatient. Kunwari.
Yes, sir. When I tried playing Genshin, I got super impatient because I found it super hassle to get like the characters. I stopped playing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and then I got lost also halfway through.
Because this game is directed for people who are fans of like anime and
Yeah,
RPGs, open world.
that's why
yeah,
like I played it
RPG.
also. But then the only thing I didn't like is how much like it incentive like it's like basically telling you you don't have to pay, but like if
Yeah,
you
it's
pay
slow.
it's like
It's slow. It's
like
just
you get
slow.
yeah it's pretty
Or
slow. And then
That's
the stock
why
characters also kinda it's hard to get characters if you don't pay. So
yeah, that's a problem. Okay, wait, Migs.
hey, where are you? You're so slow, man. Come on. So this character I'm using, she's a great sword user, and she's really strong, and she spins, and when she attacks, it's like she's dancing. And he's also using the same character.
He copied me.
No, no, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna use Kuching. Yeah, Kuching naman just teleports everywhere. She's quick.
See, I killed it without doing anything. So strong.
Wow, wow,
And
amazing.
it's my turn.
How long? How many hours have you guys put into this game?
Since we are in late game, we only play like few hours in it because the story wise we're done, the content wise, event wise we are also done, the dailies we are also done. Well,
Just
I don't know about this person.
So for what? So like, what's like the incentive for the end game? Like, what do you guys grind for?
We grind for like for dailies. It's like a small content on where how we can get currency to someone.
for more characters like this dude here, but his banner's only 22 hours left. And let me just show you who's coming in the future updates. Let me just round
Yeah,
one.
people likes the aesthetic of like the character. For me, it's Putao.
So this
Like,
character is coming soon. Her new. Wait, I'm showing the notices yung banner if you guys can see it. So Shenhe is coming, and as I've told you guys earlier, Mihoyo makes attractive characters for the audience too. So as you can see, yeah, there. Um, and because of that, people are gonna spend a lot of money for the upgrades and stuff. And the other thing I forgot to mention about why a lot of people spend money is because they want more of this. So there's this constellation system, right? And if you want to get all of these, you're gonna need a whole lot of primo gems. I'm estimating around 100,000 plus, which if you want to spend for that, is gonna be like thousands of pesos, tens of thousands of pesos per ano. That's per person spending on the game. It's already a lot. Imagine people normally buy games for $60, which is 2,600 pesos, and on this game, some people are willing to spend for these unnecessary upgrades. So for me, they're good, but you don't need these you don't need these to enjoy the game thoroughly at all. I
So is
just
the only
got
grind for you guys left like collecting the characters, like staying updated with the releases?
collecting the characters, doing whatever events come next, following the story. Because for me, this game is how I relax. It's a very fun game that I play little by little every day.
Come on, enough
Yung mga
procrastinating.
dailies
Let's
that we
go.
talked about earlier,
in this game, you
and
should have like investment. You should invest to the game. Like me and Mix play this every day because we invest in our time for it.
because we
You
enjoy
know it,
it.
right?
Ultimately, because we have fun with the game. That's why we play it every day. I wouldn't play this game every day if I didn't have fun playing these characters. If I didn't have fun playing this game at all, it'd be pointless. So what I do, I play this game as a side game, and then my main game is like right now is Valorant.
Same.
Excluding games, have you done any work?
Break for mercy.
Any work? Well,
Like
it's
schoolwork.
we just started with we
Like
just ended
chores,
Christmas break.
house chores.
Oh yeah, I do those every day, all the time. Whenever I know, whenever we have meals, I'll always be the one to clean up after. But I still have time to play this because dailies only take like 15 minutes or less. Oh,
Oh,
Jimmy, I'm on Serai Island, man.
I'm only
Come.
doing 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes enough.
Yeah, for daily commissions, true, and for condensing resin. That's enough for the whole for the whole day. You're good na. Kaya
Is
ano
there
eh,
like a maximum number of players?
maximum number of players per session.
Okay.
Like this is multiplayer, right?
Yeah, you can play until 4. So
Oh,
right now
okay.
it's just me and Jimmy. So we're only allowed to use 2 characters at a time. So for me, I have Kuching and Yula, and also Noel. Pala, you can also play the game in Korean if you want. The Chinese is original, but you can also play in English, Japanese, or Korean. But I have the Japanese installed also.
There are 4 languages.
Yeah, for voiceover, but for like text,
Okay.
there's many different ones. Most people play in English and Japanese outside of China, but all the dubs are solid. All of them are good. Let's do this.
Later, show the
Vengeance will
audience
be
like
mine.
all the characters.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh no, I don't like these guys. These guys suck. These are one of the new enemies, and they're bad.
What attracts is the like the the different like enemy or like the different mechanic of the battles.
What? What do you mean?
Like different enemy like has been released, right? Like different bosses, different challenges.
Yeah, they have different, different attack patterns, different weaknesses, points of weakness, and what they do. So this guy, he has a bow. This guy has a big axe. These specters are just terrible to fight against. They have so much health. They're basically tanks, but small tanks, small tank balloons. They're really annoying to fight, but somewhat fun when you kill them. Okay, these guys, these mages, very annoying. Oh my god!
Question for
Oh yeah, what's up?
our audience just started. He told me to ask you, what do you dislike about Genshin Impact?
Uh, for me, what I dislike about this game the most would probably be the community on Twitter. Every time I see comments about Genshin from the Twitter community, it's just nonsense. That would be my most disliked thing about it. Other things I dislike, maybe it would be the gacha system in some ways, but I also really like the gacha system here. What else? What else? What do I dislike? Specters, like I mentioned earlier. They're really annoying to fight against. But that's pretty much it. It's just a few nitpicks there and there. And lastly pala, lack of endgame content. Yeah, that would be the last thing.
For me, what I dislike about this game is as like Mig said, like lack of like content, and because most of the events are limited, that means like we cannot replay some of the event that has passed. One of the like good event is Wind Trace. Wait, no, sorry. What's the hide and seek game again? The prop hunt.
Yun nga, Wind Race.
Yeah, Wind Trace.
It's like prop hunt.
It's basically prop hunt.
Yeah, it is prop hunt. Genshin prop hunt.
And another thing
Knights and
is
aristocrats share the same cultural
um,
heritage.
yeah, the
the
community.
knights had enough sense-
Because the community is sometimes toxic. Like some people say, "Oh, this is better. This is better," or like they're just toxic about like the game. That's what like I don't like about.
They like to
when, like,
nitpick. They like to nitpick about gender and whatnot. I'm gonna be honest. They nitpick about everything.
and then this, because everything's locked by limited. That's why, like the banner can be limited, but the event it's kind of sad that people don't get to play some of the event.
But at the same time, it's also what draws people to play more
Smile and
the
nod
game,
along.
play even more every day because the events are really fun, albeit they're limited. But for me, but as a free game, this has a lot of content, and technically, this is a mobile game that we're playing on PC, and it has compared to a lot of other mobile games out there, this has a ton of content.
Yeah, because isn't this like the number one like anime RPG like right
Yeah.
now?
And also the voted the best mobile game of the year this year and last year. But it doesn't feel like a mobile game at all on PC. It takes more out of my computer to play this game than Monster Hunter.
It also looks like it doesn't feel like a free game, right? Like this, how good it looked and how how smooth the animation is. I don't think this is a free game.
I mean, it is Tencent. Like,
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not Tencent.
oh really?
It's just Mihoyo. Mihoyo is not
Tencent,
affiliated.
like,
Tencent. Well, they're a huge Chinese conglomerate that owns a lot of stocks in U.S. companies like
so it's like a big
Ubisoft.
shareholder for Mihoyo.
No, I don't. They don't have. They don't have shares there. Nga. Mihoyo is completely independent. So technically, they're an indie game developer because they're not under any big conglomerate. But they have tons of employees, which is good. They have 2,000 plus employees. And currently, their publisher is now based in Singapore under the name Cognosphere. So that's good news for us. They might start. I think they've done that so that they can get through the CCP regulations, which are hindering the game a little
How much
bit.
longer do you guys think that Genshin's gonna be playable? Like until like a lot of the fan base just gets bored.
How long do you think the game's going to be played? For me, it's until the last nation is released, because because
Oh,
actually we only have three regions right now. We only have Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma. And Mondstadt's based on medieval Europe. Liyue is based on China, around Ming Dynasty China, and Inazuma is based on Imperial Japan. And these are only three out of the eight upcoming nations. Because there's a nation for every element. Oh, Jimmy, we forgot to talk about the elements, dude. We have to talk about the elements.
yeah. For the we can like showcase the character afterward. But
Yeah.
wait, what was the topic again? I forgot.
How long do you think the game will be running? I mean, how long do you think people will play till they get bored?
Oh yeah. For me, I don't think it will be until the end of the game because the reason why this game is popular is first we have a lot of time in our hand because of the
You want
pandemic
to learn
thing.
some
Like
Favonia's
we are
blade
stuck in
work?
our house, and
Alright then, I'll
just
teach you.
they
Oh
released it
yes,
in like
I'll teach you
2019,
all
right?
right.
Or wait, no,
Mark my
2020
words.
2020.
of the September, which is like in the middle of like quarantine. That's how like because of this game is like a high investment, high um like a lot of time to play. Like, you need a lot of time and investment to play this game. That's why for me, if the pandemic's over, like we can like go out, people will probably play less since of the time restriction. How about you, Migs?
Yeah, I answered that question earlier.
Aristocratic play is
Yung
all just a
until the end of
show.
the game din.
Just smile and nod
Until like
along. I was forced
everything
to
is
learn all
released.
of the rules by heart.
Mm-mm.
Even I don't take them that seriously.
Yeah, I think we're nearing the end of this because we talked a lot. We already talked a lot about the game. So the gameplay, the characters, a little bit of the story. I think, and the gacha system, and not the elements. Well, the elements is for the gameplay only. So
Yeah, what makes this game interesting are like element and there's such thing as reactions. Like
right
it's
now,
different from other games where like we already know
You'll
like
be mine.
weakness. Kill it, Migs.
yeah.
Kill it faster.
And yan. What?
Like elemental reaction. It's like this is the game that show like different element fused together. Like
Mm-mm.
vaporize, melt, superconduct, and those things.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Like
and
in
yeah,
other
it's
games,
fun.
if you have fire, it's weak to water and other element. In this game, you can like combine those elements.
Mm-mm. Yeah, there's actually currently six playable elements. So there's like water, fire, ice, electricity, rock, and wind, and all of
Make
those.
show all the character. Like go to the archive. Go to the character archives.
Yeah, sure. Let me do that. So there's already a ton of characters released. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 5. Um, 45.
9 times 5.
There's 48
45.
characters already in the game. And these characters you can get for free. Um, basically
I
you
wonder
get
what
one character per
is my
element,
big
like,
sister.
for free immediately. Well, not really immediately. These ones you get immediately. And anyway, every character is a different element, and every character can react differently to a different one with their abilities and whatnot. And what else would you like to add, Jimmy?
About like who is your favorite? Like and show the other side all the characters and who do you think is their like favorite?
Jimmy and the
For me,
rest
show
of the
Futao.
group.
Yeah, like ask the rest of the group on who's their favorite character.
If you're avid player, if you play this game,
For me, I'm show Hoto. Go.
Beg for mercy.
well, she's right there. But I'll show her, and I also have Huta, so I'll show her. This is Jimmy's favorite character,
Because
and yeah.
her aesthetic fits my like personality. Like I like her personality, design, and like pl- um the the f- the satisfaction of the character.
Silly
Wait,
Oh
the
naman,
gameplay, the gameplay of the character.
gameplay of the character. Okay, show, go, go, go. Okay, that's her skill, and she can
I
dash
don't
really
have
quick.
burst. I don't have burst, you know.
Yeah, but her burst is basically a nuke, and she's also one of the strongest characters in the game. Also 5-star character.
She's a fire and lance. It's called a polearm, but it's basically a lance.
Mm-mm. As
Do you
for
guys think
me,
the gacha system targets mostly like casual players or like the hardcore people who
both.
want to grind this
Both.
game?
Both. Definitely both. Because okay, so for the casual players,
They
like the
like it.
FTP players, usually they really have to save up their primo gems, the in-game currency. They really have to save it up for quite a while before they could get the character they want guaranteed. As for the hardcore players who like to spend, it's also incentive for them um, to buy more crystals in this game. Like I showed this one, this crystal system. Yeah, you can even buy 5,000 right out of the bat. 5,000 with 5,000 pesos. The reason why the hardcore players spend a lot in the game is because they want all of these constellations,
You
and
want to
this
learn
takes a
some
ton of
design
money.
of blade work?
I'd say, let's say,
All right then,
10,000.
I'll teach you. Oh
10,000.
yes, I'll teach you.
I'd say take like 25,000 plus pesos just to get all of these constellations, let's say. And that's just for one character. So that's the incentive for Mihoyo for whales to spend. That's the term for hardcore spenders, whales. As for the casual players, they don't need these. This thing is really not needed. People just really want a lot of damage. They just want to be the best. They just want to do the most damage to the enemies as much as possible.
So would you say like to fully complete the game, like 100% you have everything, like you're gonna have to spend money unless like you're willing to put in like 500 plus hours into the game?
Yes.
Mm.
Because for this even if the banner are like gone, they'll still come back. So I think casual player, if they if
Aristocratic
they have the
etiquette is
patient
all
enough,
just for show.
they can like get
Just
a lot like
smile and nod along.
be the same as
I was
like the
forced to
those
learn
pay
all
to
of the
wins
rules by
account.
heart, but even I don't take them that
Mm-mm.
seriously.
True, true, true. As for me, okay, to end that part,
More food.
my favorite character naman is Jean. The one I got really early in the game. And as you can see, I maxed everything out already for her.
Shang-Chi.
There's a deep like RPG system here, yung upgrade system here. But I won't go into that. I'll just say that I upgraded almost everything for her already. She's my favorite. Let me just showcase for a bit really quickly. So we're going into time now. Yeah, she's a sword user. She can pull in enemies, and then she can also heal instantly for everyone. Max health.
Another thing why you like her because she has a skin too.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, I have that too.
With the
This one. So yeah, that's pretty much how Mihoyo makes their money. That's why a lot of people like Genshin. That's why we like to play Genshin. Me and Jimmy like to play Genshin a lot. We didn't even finish the commissions because we were so into the game, talking about the game. So yeah, I think that's it for the Genshin part of the podcast. We need to get into the oh my god, stop hitting me. Please stop, stop, stop. Anyway, that's it for the Mihoyo Genshin part. So let me just exit now.
Ah!
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you can't kill me anymore. Haha. Anyway, it's time for Toei animation.
Wait, just a moment. Just a
Yeah.
moment. Just give me preps. I'll inform my group first.
All
So did you
right.
end your part?
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you end your recording? Okay. Wait. Let me exit my game.